Da-na-na-na-na-na-na, Batman! This is Paula Jedi and this is Outta Time. How you guys doing? Did you miss me? We got another exciting episode of Fringe science and time travel news for your listening pleasure. At the end of the show, I have a special guest. Her name is Ocean. She's a 10-year-old girl, and we're going to talk about whether or not cats are psychic. But first, this isn't breaking news per se, but it's news to those who don't already know. I'm sure you're aware of Stone Henge. Well, did you also know that there's a mega henge and a wood henge as well? Mega henge is 4,500 years old. It was discovered in 2015, 1 mile from the original Stonehenge, and it has 90 stones. And if that isn't enough, Woodhenge is yet another site found close to Stonehenge. It's made purely of stumps of wood, and it was built around 2300 BC. What I find interesting is why didn't these stumps of wood rot away after all this time? What kept those stumps preserved? And what are all these henges used for anyway? Some say they are ceremonial, some believe it has something to do with hunting, and others also believe that they used to have roofs on them. Perhaps they were temples or buildings. And yet another theory is that maybe they were once landing platforms for UFOs. Move over, Bacon! The cows are coming home! There's an old wives' tale that says that more cows give birth during a full moon. Guess what? Researchers have found that this is true. They studied the birth records of 400 cows over a 3-year period and found birth frequency did indeed increase when a full moon was near. I wonder if it's the same for humans. Happy birthday, Star Trek! The famous television series began on September 8th, 1966, and the concept is still alive and well. I love Star Trek. We've had many movies as well as Star Trek The Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, Voyager, Enterprise. Those were TV shows if you didn't know. And now there's going to be a new Star Trek series called Star Trek Discovery, and it's coming January 2017, which is actually pretty soon. It's going to come on CBS All Access. Yes, that's right. You will have to pay $5.99 per month to even have the ability to watch the new Star Trek show. This is on top of your regular fiber fee, your cable fee. And I will bet you money that they still put commercials in it. Because all these corrupt corporations just want money. They want to suck as much money from us as they possibly can. Some things never change. At any rate, I don't want to pay $6 a month just to watch Star Trek, as much as I love it, because it's a double dipping game. They're charging you for your cable, and they're charging you to watch the darn show. So guess what? I'll go find a copy elsewhere. If you're looking to build a UFO, I've got some good news for you. Anti-gravity propulsion is currently being worked on by the aeronautical company Boeing, who has admitted to starting anti-gravity projects in their Seattle facility. This should make you wonder, how many UFO sightings are really modern technology being tested in the skies, and how many sightings are really us visiting ourselves from the future? You never know. Now we have a special guest. Her name is Ocean, and she's a 10-year-old girl. And what we're going to talk about is whether or not cats are psychic. Ocean, do you believe cats are psychic?
Yes, because if you were going to talk to a cat, when I talk to a cat, I feel as if you have a strong enough bond, the cat understands what you're saying. And sometimes it could be because they are reading your mind, and because when you speak, you're thinking about what you're saying. And the cats, that could be their way of communicating.
How do you know they're reading your mind?
Because when I talk to the cat, it seems to look at me weird in the forehead, face, something, and it has its ears back, as if it knows. And I know its ears are back, it has like,
Right, but if you're talking, the cat is going to look at your face. How about sometimes when you're feeling sad and you're just sitting on your bed and the cat suddenly comes up to cuddle with you? It seems that sometimes animals, and especially cats, know when you're unhappy. Are they reading cues from the environment, or are they empaths? Can they feel your emotions, perhaps psychically?
And also, once I tested if our cat Penny really, I thought it would just be love me or not. I laid on the floor and I hold my breath for a minute or two, and then she bounded up as if like I was like hoping that she would come in my mind, and she was looking at me in the face without me saying anything. Then after a couple minutes, she jumped down and came up to rub me.
So she heard your thoughts. You were just thinking her name and she came to you?
Yeah, and sometimes I could be in my room, I can look at her forehead or her head and say like stuff like, Penny, come here. Penny, come on my bed. And after a while of saying that, she'll look at me as if she knows what I'm saying and leaps onto the bed.
There you have it. We have a point of view from a 10-year-old girl named Ocean. Go ahead and make a comment and like this video while you're at it. If you're on Twitter, you need to click on YouTube first so it brings you to the YouTube page. And in comments, tell me if you think cats are psychic, or perhaps you think other animals are psychic. Just go ahead and let me know. Sorry folks, we are out of time. Make sure you click on that YouTube button. Go to YouTube, click like, click subscribe, enter some comments. Let me know there are people out there listening, or aliens for that matter. I'll see you next week. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Bye-bye.